Welcome to Sony Vegas. This is my first tutorial. When you first load Sony Vegas in a new project, you will get the project properties box. You can use this or you can avoid it. It's up to you. I avoid it. You set the template to whatever your footage is. If your footage is 1080p, then you're going to set the template to 1080p. And you can toy around with the settings. You typically want the full resolution rendering quality on best. Adjust source media to better match project or render settings. You can have that checkbox or uncheckbox. I usually leave it uncheckboxed because that means it's going to adjust your clips to the settings here or the render settings. You don't want it to do that. See how it changed the preview box? So typically you want to change that to whatever you want the preview box to be. This is the preview box, like I just said. It's master audio, timeline down here, trimmer over here. Bunch of other stuff over here. Toolbar up here. Anyway, let's start from the right. You don't really need this. This is for audio, but this is tracks right here for the timeline. You get Control Q, you get an audio track. I don't know why it's blue. Is that audio? So weird. I think they changed colors. Let me import a clip real quick. Yeah, they're different on colors. Anyway, they have audio tracks and video tracks. They change colors sometimes. Usually the audio track is red, but now it's blue, and this one's cyan. Whenever you select a track, it's going to blink in the corner of the track number. You select the clip, it's just going to sit still and stop blinking. To delete a track, you just make it blue by selecting it and hit the delete button. Control Z to undo. Anyway, I was talking about the volume for here. You have it down here, that sort of thing. You don't really need this box. You got the preview box here. You don't really need the trimmer box because you can split clips down here, cut clips down here, whatever you want to call it. So you don't need, or trim down here, whatever you want to call it. So you don't really need that. Go to the edge of a box, and the cursor turns to a double-sided arrow with a bar, 2 bars in the middle. That means you can drag it, so you click and drag. Current frame, display, size, sizes again, frame rates. Whenever you select a different frame, when you have effects loaded on the clips and you're doing whatever, there'll be dots when it's loading next to the frame number. That's how you know it's loading. Whatever frame you're at, you can save a screenshot of that frame and save it as a PNG or a JPEG and use it or whatever you want to do with it. You got grids, add a little grid to it for snapping. This is the only button I know up here. It's enable snapping, basically. See how it snaps and turns yellow right there on the playhead? This is called the playhead. This thing. It snaps to the playhead. That's snapping. If I turn it off, see it doesn't snap anymore. So snapping is very important. So you want that on. The grid makes it really laggy. It's up to you if you want that. This is the quality of the preview box. You want this on best typically, but I'm putting it on preview for the sake of this Camtasia recording. My computer isn't really fast. This makes the preview window go full screen. Hit escape to exit. And properties. Project properties, a little button you could click for it. The dots on the box, on any one of these boxes, means you can click them and drag it out and undocs it. Also hit the arrow to close the boxes or whatever. That sort of thing. Drag down here, so you can drag a lot of stuff. Onto tracks. You add effects to tracks that affect the entire track, or you can change the modes on the track. This is similar to Photoshop's modes, but they're not very effective, so I don't really use them that much. You can mute layers, It turns it black. Mutes it, doesn't play. Solo means this is the only layer it's gonna play. Only track, I mean. Keep calling them layers because of Photoshop. You can make the track size bigger and smaller according to your preference of the buttons. It's the pan crop button, effect button. Right click and there's more options. We'll get into those later. You might go down here, so a little double arrow again, you can do that. Increase and decrease the size. You can always do it over here too, do individual ones. To zoom in on the playhead, you can scroll out to zoom out. Very useful. If you don't have a scroller, a third button, whatever you want to call it, I believe there's a zoom tool somewhere. You could possibly use that. Yeah, it's up here. Zoom edit tool. Not very familiar with that. I think that just made it smaller. Anyway, that's that. Oh, that's still selected. Mouse tool. Selection tool, whatever you want to call it. Mouse tool. Audio tracks will always look like this. Whenever a track's selected, it turns different color. You have different effects and stuff you can add to audio than you can to video. You can, what's this box? It goes on this one. No, it's this one, okay. There we go. When you go to the edge, you get fade. Click, and you can move this little squiggly line. And fade offset is how long your fade will be. So I set the fade offset to a minute. The fade's going to be a minute long right here. You can see it's fading in. You can also right click the fade and insert a transition or change the fade type. You want to squiggle a different direction or something. Transitions are very, very useful. I'm going to use a new blue one just to show you how powerful they are. And it changes it to just a strip instead of a squiggly line. See, now it's transitioning from a box, and the box is gonna just spin out and do all sorts of crazy crap. And of course, you can change the duration of the transition. You can change transition options or properties, change their values, and fool around. This is the typical box for video effects and transitions on Sony Vegas. You got presets right here. You save presets with this little button and then delete them, and you replace the plugin. For video effects, you can add multiple plugins to the clip. Delete, remove selected plugin, help. This is a biggie. This is the secondary timeline, I call it, for crap, and this is for keyframes. When you select a keyframe, there's always gonna be one keyframe for everything, because everything has a default value. It's gonna turn. You can zoom in and out. When you select it, it's going to turn like a white box in the middle of the keyframe. You can add keyframes at different times. And what a keyframe is that if I have a value here, let's say on reset to none, if they have it, reset to 0, maybe that's it. Put everything on 0. See, most effects, they have a 0 value, and that'll put it back to normal. Guess this one doesn't have it though, because it's a transition. Effects have them, and you can reset to none. That's what it's called, a reset to none. Basically, nothing will be happening. Everything you do here, affects this video preview. Anyway, if you put the keyframe here and do something like this or whatever to the effect, whatever options, then you change it here to, sorry, change to this box. From this keyframe to this keyframe, it's going to change to that. So as you can see, I'll play it for you. Select a box and then Shift B to pre-render. You see it's just spinning out because I keyframed it. Can't really see it too well because it was only like a split-second thing. That's keyframes though, and you can go to the next keyframe, insert to enter keyframes, next before, first keyframe, last keyframe, all that sort of stuff. Delete keyframes, the delete button. You zoom in and out on stuff and the normal crap. Okay, you right click, you get all these options here. Reverse basically makes the clip go backwards. When I take away the transition, you can see right here is a little arrow right there. That means the clip is reversed. That means it's going backwards. So if I were to play this right now, everything will be going backwards. I don't know if you can really tell. It's hard to tell. There's multiple shots fired in this Call of Duty clip. It's hard to tell. I guess you can, because right here he's getting hit, and he wouldn't want to put that as the ending. He'd want to put that as the beginning, and then he kills somebody. That's what happened. He shot right here. But it plays backwards, so I guess I missed it. Anyway, you get the idea. Undo that, and check marking it. Subclips you don't really need, because you can always split the clip with the S key. Now you got a split clip. Put them together and you get a crossfade. But right now, it's an effect because I had an effect earlier, I guess. You still retain that. This is a crossfade. You can change options for this and the fade types. And there's a crap load of them. Double the amount from last time on the single. Put transitions here, and this transitions from one clip to another, since these are both different clips now, even though they were originally from the same clip. That sort of thing. That's how you speed up. Like, that'd be an example of speeding up. Like, if you didn't want to show this part, just split it there, collide the clips, and it's gonna zoom past it. Pre-render this. Like pauses there because it's not doing anything. This is a bad place to put it anyway. Do the whole clip and it's gonna, yeah, it kind of looks sketchy there. Like right there you can see it kind of fading the other clip. If I had two different clips, let me get another one, understand it better. Like, see, like right there. See that clip in the background, and this new mountain clip coming in. That's in all the way, that sort of thing. Get the end of it, and you can stretch it out. And once you see these little indents right there, it dents down, that means the clip is replaying itself. If you've stretched it beyond its limit, you don't want to do that. That means we have two of the same clip but stretched out. You want to keep it the same length. Control Z that. If you hold down Control, there's a little squiggly line below the double-sided arrow. And click that. Drag it, and now it's fast mowing it.